Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I know it's not Thursday, it is Friday morning, and I do hope some of my friends can pop on and join me. Today, we are going to be talking about story, your story, and why it's important. Good morning. I'm Lisa DeToffel, Chief Cheerleader and owner of Relationship Connections Facebook group, Relationship Connections Referral Network, and Tiger Eye Solution, an expert virtual assistant business that supports speakers, coaches, and solo professionals. Today is our weekly live, a day late, but that's okay. And we will be talking about your story and why it's important. But before we get to that, I do want to talk to you a little bit about the Relationship Connections. Okay, this is the Relationship Connections Weekly Live. This group is a community where we network and get to know each other and help each other grow our businesses. If you are new to the community, I would love to welcome you. So please comment below and tell us a little bit about yourself and your community. We would love to support you. I would like everyone, if you haven't already, to come visit one of the Relationship Connections Referral Network bi-monthly meetings. Our next meeting, I believe, let me double check, I don't want to tell you wrong, is August 16th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can visit bi-monthly meetings twice for free. Our bi-monthly meetings are for members of the network to meet, collaborate, and build relationships or power partners to help grow their businesses. You are welcome to visit the network meetings, like I said, twice for free before making the decision if you would like to join. We do have a structured meeting twice a month and enjoy getting to know each other on a deeper level so that we can refer others to each other. We do have a 10-minute presentation. Like I said, it is a structured meeting, lasts about an hour. We meet on the first and third Tuesday of every month at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So we do have a member that will give like an 8 to a 10-minute presentation about themselves and their business, what they do, and who they work with. We also have what we call gathering and trainings once a month. Excuse me. And this meeting lasts up to an hour and a half. We do networking at the beginning of the meeting, and then we also have a guest speaker that comes to speak to us for 20 to 25 minutes and share or train us in on and around what they do within their business and how they help the people they work with. And then, of course, at the end of that, we would also have a little time for Q&A. We have learned, I cannot tell y'all how much we have learned from our special guest speakers that we have had at our gathering and trainings. So if you have not yet attended one, I really invite you to come join us. The gathering and trainings are free to attend for all professionals. So there's not an obligation to actually join or anything to attend the gathering and trainings. So our next gathering and training is August 30th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And like I said, we will have a special guest speaker there to speak to us about their business and what they do. If you are interested in becoming a speaker, one of the guest speakers for our gathering and trainings, please comment below this video or send me a private message and we can get that set up, because we do have openings coming up that where you could be a special guest speaker if you'd like to. So again, the network is a paid network. So after you have visited twice for free, you can join the network for only $47 a month or $525 annually. Again, this is where you can build relationships and power partners to help your business grow. And we would love to have you join us. I'm going to put a little insert here about networking in person or online. The past couple of weeks, I have actually went out in my local community and networked at a couple BNI meetings. That's a specific networking organization, and they have them all over the country. So I'm sure you might could find one in your local area to go visit. I have actually obligated myself to actually be a regular sub for one of the BNI chapters that I visited. And the connections I have made, the people I have met, it's amazing, guys. I've already received phone calls from 2 or 3, actually, I think it's 3 people that I have met at these in-person networking events that are interested in hiring a virtual assistant. Tiger Eye Solution, that's my virtual assistant business. They need virtual assistant help and services. That's how this works. You have to show up, right? Whether it's at an online networking event or it's an in-person networking event, and I do both. But when people meet you, you talk to them and share with them what it is you do, what your business is, they're going to find it relatable, okay? Or possibly something that they need within their business, depending upon what your business is and what kind of services or products or whatever it is that you offer, right? But I can't stress enough how important it is to network to help grow your business, because it will work. I can promise you it will work. So if you have any questions or would like to learn more about Relationship Connections Referral Network, please comment below or send me a private message and I'll be happy to answer your questions. I'd also like to share with you our mission at the Relationship Connections Referral Network. We do have a mission and a vision for sure. Our mission is the core purpose of Relationship Connections Referral Network community is to positively impact our members, businesses, and the professional communities that they belong to give value to each member by providing a forum for which they can build relationships, develop skills that they may not have experienced otherwise, to have a richer life professionally and personally by embracing the spirit of working together to build the relationships they desire to help their business grow. Okay. And just to kind of break that down a little bit, if you join specific networking organizations, like BNI is one of them, I'm a part of V-Team. That's another organization, networking organization. And of course, Relationship Connections Referral Network is also a networking organization. And when you join an organization, you don't just go to the meetings and network all the time. You actually get to know the other people that are members as well on a deeper level, right? And you build bonds, you build friendships. You actually possibly start doing things outside the meetings together, which also helps build that connection, right? Which will help them to refer other people to you to help grow your business. That's how that works. So keep that in mind. Our vision at Relationship Connections Referral Network is to build professional relationships one person at a time, right? So to dive on into story, I'm going to kind of go over a few things that I guess will help us understand why telling or sharing our story is important to help us grow our business, okay? All of us have a story. We all have some sort of a background of, whether it's in corporate or, whatever it was that you've done prior to starting your business. You can share that with other people. You can put together a story that is relatable to you and to your business, okay? If that's the route you want to go. There's so many different ways that you can create a story, but use the facts, right, of what your story actually is. So I do have some notes. So if you see me looking down, I have some notes here. Tell your story to your audience, okay? So others can get to know you better. Even if you decide to join a networking organization, that's something you can share with those people as well, is your story and your why. Why is it you do what it is that you do? Why did you actually start your business? What's your story? How did you get to where you are today? We all have a path, whatever that path was, to where we used to be and where we are now. And that's part of your story. Okay. So your story matters. Okay. I'm going to share 3 tips about sharing your story. So your story does matter. Others could find it relatable, therefore feel more comfortable working with you versus someone else. Okay. So that's tip number 1 of why your story is important to share with your audience. Number 2, tell your story to make a better connection, right? We're just talking about making those connections in those networking organizations. You can share your story when you start meeting these people at these networking meetings and let them know, why it is you do what you do or how it is you got to where you are today. Tell your story to make a better connection, to help others take action, to connect with you or to hire you. Stories bring people together. Okay. Like I said before, it's relatable, depending upon what your story is. But I'm sure whatever your story is, it could be relatable to someone. It's not going to be relatable to everyone that hears your story or that you share your story with, but it's going to be relatable to someone, right? So sharing your story is important. Stories are more memorable than a number. Okay, a lot of people like to share facts about, their specific area of expertise or whatever. Your story will be remembered a whole lot more easier and more often than you sharing those facts and numbers. Stories are more memorable than a number. Telling a story is 22 times more memorable and effective than stating X number of facts. This is because stories have something to tell. There's a narrative, an emotional connection there. And the climax to your business, your business can benefit from that. Because stories do have a climax to them. They have a beginning, they have a middle, and they have an end, right? No matter what your story is. So sharing your story is so, so important. But like I said, it's going to be relatable to someone. It's not going to be relatable to everyone. But the more you share that story, the more others are going to start relating to you and say, I might need to work with that person. This is their story and this is how they operate their business. And that's the kind of person I want to work with. Right? Because of whatever you have shared by sharing your story. Okay. So today I'm going to share my story. So this was me about 4.5 years ago. I was a preschool teacher for over 25 years. So this is me and the students at that time that I was working with. Don't get me wrong, I loved being a teacher because I think I learned probably just as much from the children in the classroom as they learned from me. And taking that skill of teaching and helping those students, I brought to my business, right? Because not only can I educate others around specific things in the business world, I'm also helping others in the business world or professional world, right? Because of the services that I offer through my virtual assistant business. I can help them and do some of the things for them in their business that maybe they don't like to do or don't have time to do or don't know how to do, whatever it is. I can be helpful. My business, Tiger Eye Solution, can be helpful to them, right? So, and then fast forward to actually starting my business, Tiger Eye Solution, I learned how important it was to build relationships and to continue to stay connected with your prospects and clients or connections. So during this time, I also started visiting networking events and soon after joined one. And I do attend on a regular basis. In early 2021, I started a free Facebook group for professionals, relationship connections, right? A place where like-minded professionals could network and collaborate with each other. And there are questions posted in there daily that are relatable to the professional business world so that everyone can get to know each other and start building those relationships they desire to help their business grow. And as we all know, meeting new people and making new connections is the key when you're trying to grow your business. Because you don't know who these other people that you're meeting might know and can refer to you. And networking is such a great way to do that. Therefore, is how and why Relationship Connections Referral Network was born. You're all welcome to join the free Facebook group. Just go to Facebook and put in there Relationships. There is a S on both words. Relationships Connections. If you haven't already, and start making those new connections. The whole point of me wanting to leave my teaching career and work from home was to spend more time with my family, be able to help others, to make a difference in the lives and businesses of others while doing what I love and enjoy doing. So for the last little over 4 years now, I have done just that with my virtual assistant business, and also moving forward with the Relationship Connections Referral Network as well. This is my family here. My husband, Jeff, my 3 children, Caleb, Matthew, and Alyssa. Caleb's wife is also in this picture. They've been married since 2020. Matthew just graduated in 2021 from college and now has moved out on his own. And then my daughter, Alyssa, will be starting her sophomore year in college in just a couple weeks. So this is my why. This is why I do what I do. I'm sure everybody has a why, whether it's their family or whether it's something else. Everybody has a why of why they do what they do. All right. So start sharing your story with others because it's going to be relatable to somebody, not to everybody, but to somebody. And they are possibly going to want to work with you. So there you go. Share your story, whether it's at a networking event. You can also, when you do go to a networking event, you have the opportunity to give your elevator speech, right? You can implement part of your story in that elevator speech too, if you want to. I have yet to do that, but usually I share about the business, and then when we actually get on that one-on-one, that coffee chat that I'll talk about so much, I will share my story then. That way they can get to know me on a deeper level and see if we're a good fit to work together, or maybe just be power partners and refer to each other, whatever the case may be. So stories, they're important within your business and helping to grow your business because of the relationships that you're looking to build to help grow your business. Okay. So go write your story and start sharing it. Until next week, hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll see you next week for another episode of our weekly live. Talk to you soon.